What up and welcome to the Golden Era. We've got a month of basketball, 14 games behind us. The month of February just about complete. 22 games-ish left in the NBA regular season. Let's get to the highlights from the month that was. All right, kicking things off with a Warriors-Clippers matchup. Not much of one. The Warriors roll 123-105, 29 from Dixon. They follow that up with an easy 10-point win over the Las Vegas Venom. Things get a little hairy. The Pelicans, not necessarily a good basketball team this year, but they have given the Warriors fits. Here are we late in the fourth, and a triple gives the Warriors a 5-point lead. Down by 2, the Pelicans can't get it to finish. How about in transition, Javon roll to the paint, up, under, and the harm pushes it to 5. 7-point game, under 2 to go. Here come the Pelicans. Ty Outlaw, the first and the harm. Warriors trying to answer. They're going to do that with Deontay Dixon inside. 1 minute to go, down by 5, working inside. Simon Benjamin, kick out, triple, rattles home, and the Pels are within 2. Chance to tie it here with sub 30 to go. Inside to Simon Benjamin. Follow through goes, and the Pels have knotted it at 119. Here comes Javon Roll. Chance to win it. Clock ticking down. The floater buried. And the Warriors on top by 2. Off the timeout. Andre Schlorbeck at the buzzer. But they're going to deem this one to be too late. And the Warriors are going to hold on for a 121-119 victory. Moving along, an easy win in the follow-up of the baseball series, 125-77. The Pels can't catch lightning in a bottle. Magic, rematch of a couple finals ago. The Warriors dominating this one, including that man right there. Javon Roll with the triple. Warriors run away 139-126. 43 from Roll, 39. Big night off the bench for Damian Pack. The winning streak in peril, or at least it could be, up to 17 games at this point, against the New York Knickerbockers. The Knicks needing to try to push. Here comes Javon Roll. Push that one in. It's a 5-point game. Same score. 90 seconds to go. Deontay Dixon, kick out. Cadis Dickerson, the 3. And we've got ourselves a 2-point basketball game. 4 points here. Here come the Knicks again. They answer this one. Fluts off. The follow-through, though, from Evan Mobley is good. The Warriors, with one last chance, won't do it. 17-game winning streak comes to a close at the hands of the New York Knicks. Western Conference battle, Warriors Thunder. Thunder needing a win. They're not going to get it. Dominant performance again by the Golden State Warriors. They have remained red hot even with the loss to the New York Knicks. They pull away in this one early and often. Deontay Dixon, Javon Roll do their thing in a dominant performance. 37 from Dixon, including 6 of 8 from deep in the win. Big win over the lowly Pistons, 148-82. Domination from the Golden State Warriors. Going to a team against Phoenix that they have had their issues with. How about some early on action? Here's Caden Dickerson, the block from Russell Kingston, pushing in transition. Deontay Dixon catch a body on Lawrence Marcotta. That's your early score for the Warriors. How about a little kung fu action from Anthony Edwards? Not sure what we're doing, but he gets the bucket all the same, ties it at 26 early on. Fast forward fourth quarter. Warriors needing a comeback bid. Here is Javon Roll dancing, burying a triple over Cade Cunningham, and the Warriors trail by 5. Next possession down, sneaks it past the block attempt from Zane Bennett. It's a 3-point game. Here comes Jacoby Cleaves. He is a unguardable monster, puts the lead to 5. Here it is with 3. Chance for the Suns to put it away. Jacoby Cleaves stopped on this one. The Warriors need some type of answer. They need a triple, the tie, or a quick 2. They go for the tie. Dixon to roll, wide open, bottoms the triple with 5.6 left. The Suns a chance. Zane Bennett, an ounce of space, doesn't take it, shoots it in the corner for Lawrence Marcotta. We've got extra time. And in that extra time, the Suns waste little of it. Jacoby Cleaves, corner, pocket, triple, good. Next time down, how about a little pull-up 3 in the face of Deontay Dixon, and it's a 4-point game. The Warriors trying to keep it close. 2 points. Inside they go, alley-oop to Anthony Edwards, and the Suns had every single answer in the overtime period in this one. Anthony Edwards, a little harm at the end. 146, 132, 48 points from Javon Roll. Not enough. Warriors, Grizzlies. Javon Roll doing his thing with a deep triple. 90 seconds left, and it's a 2-point Warrior advantage. Next time down, Caleb Love, who came over from the Utah Jazz, ties this thing up. They've had one tough game against a lowly opponent, make it another. This time it's Russell Kingston with 0.5 left, giving the Warriors a 2-point edge. Chance to tie or win at the buzzer. Colby Hastings won't get it done, and the Warriors win at 101-99. Matchup with the Pacers. 128, 115, 18. We pick this thing up. The Warriors never find a way to get close. J.K. Foye with 33 points. No C.J. McCoy, no problem for the Pacers. Lakers and the Warriors. Lakers, a team Golden State has had all sorts of troubles against. Not so much at this point. Triple from Jonte Taylor pushes the lead to 7. 2:45 to go. Kostas Montazonis inside. Meet him at the middle. Russell Kingston. Deontay Dixon next time down. Kick out. Jonte Taylor. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Friendly bounce goes in, and it's a 10-point lead. 8-point game. Under 2 to go. This is just going to be the final nail in the coffin. 107-92 win. Russell Kingston for the slam. Fourth quarter, 35-17. Domination there. Warriors and the Nuggets in the Mile High City. Damian Pack, drive in, tough bucket goes, pushes the lead. Not really a competitive one. This one swings around. Wayne Jeffries with the triple. And the Warriors get an easy win against the Nuggets, 134-105. 34 points from Damian Pack to lead the way. How about a Nuggets matchup again, the last one of our 14, 150-83. Golden State, let's start there. I would say let's venture back to the 19-16 part of the season. They had the 9-0 run, then they went 10-16. There was a part of the Warrior fan base, and I think that it would be far enough to say even some parts of the organization that were wondering if Chris Adams was in fact the right fit atop the helm. Yes, this is a guy that just won a championship a year ago, and now his second full season leading Golden State. But I think there was some unease around this group. He had gotten a new roster, a lot of new pieces to it, 4 or 5 new rotational pieces, or bigger minutes from a year ago, and they weren't executing. That's changed over this very much extended dominant streak. Over the last month, this team has the best offensive rating in the NBA. They have a top 10 defense in the NBA. They have the second best rating differential behind only the Houston Rockets. They're averaging 124 points per game. That's by far and away the best mark in the NBA. They're shooting 40% from deep. No other team is close to them in that mark. They're the big blip outlier number statistically on the offensive side of the basketball. They've been playing great, and that has completely changed everything. Now, do I believe this Warriors team can win a championship? Ultimately, that's what this season will be judged on for Golden State. If they do or if they don't, they can, but they are going to be so matchup dependent. So sitting here today, they're sitting in third. They are one game above, or I think a little bit more than that, over the Phoenix Suns for the 3-4 spot in what is a very congested 2 through 7 through 8 in the West. They don't match up well against Phoenix. And so I think if Golden State is to make a run, they have to be on the opposite side of the Phoenix Suns. The Lakers have been struggling as of late, but I think they also have to be on the opposite side of the bracket for the Los Angeles Lakers as well. The teams that play with a lot of size and a lot of physicality, and places where you can't necessarily hide Javon Roll on the defensive side of the ball. You cannot do that against Phoenix. We've seen that with Cade Cunningham, Anthony Edwards, Jacoby Cleaves, Zane Bennett, and Lawrence Marcotta, who, by the way, Lawrence Marcotta is shooting high 30% from deep. You can't put Javon Roll on any of those guys and feel comfortable with it. When you look at the rest of the West, Houston, you can kind of hide him on Cole Herringody. Against Seattle, you can put him on Donnell Everett. Against Oklahoma City, you can put him at the 2 against whoever they want to throw out there in the backcourt with Tobias Bell. Against Minnesota, you can hide him on Malcolm Knight. Against Sacramento Kings, it's a little bit challenging of a matchup because they have quite a bit of size, but you might be able to hide him on a Bryant McGlure if he's going to be their starting 2 guard if Parker Pollard's playing the 3. So Phoenix doesn't provide that. So can Golden State win the Western Conference? Yes, they can win the Western Conference if they avoid the Phoenix Suns in the postseason. All that, though, might not matter because I think Chicago Bulls are the best team in basketball, and that's a group that we're probably going to be seeing hoisting up the Larry O'Brien. If they don't, it would be an absolute stunner considering the season that they're having. All right, there's one other team I want to talk about, and that's the Utah Jazz. And Utah's not playing well. They're not playing well. I mean, they are outside of the play-in right now. They're in 12. They're 3 games below 500, and the Los Angeles Clippers, who just got Elijah Foxes back, are 2 games above. There's going to be a very high bar to clear for Utah to get back into this thing. But they're just a team that it's like a train wreck, or what you assume is going to be a train wreck or a car accident, and I can't help but look away because they're just so interesting. They might be the most interesting team in the NBA because they've made all of these moves. At the trade deadline, they go out and get Devin Frank, and they add who else did they add there? Corey Wilson to shore up the 5. Really good moves, and they've made, ever since the Jalen Justice departure, they've made really good moves to add Jalen Blackman, to add Rona Diogu. You look at this roster and say, hey, this is a good basketball team. There's a lot of pieces on this team that we think should probably be pretty good. Lou Langford's a great defender off the bench. Patrick Morris Sr. is one of the best two-way wings in basketball. And yet, despite that, they still are sitting on the outside looking in. They had the injuries to Jalen Blackman and Rona Diogu and to Devin Frank currently that have derailed parts of this season. Darius Dixon, it's almost as if the Utah Jazz, by trading away Jacob Cuxis to add Jalen Justice, what they essentially did was immediately start the clock themselves when nobody else was going to start it. Because Darius Dixon is 24, 25 years old. Nobody was going to be clamoring, hey, time's running out. You got to start winning a championship with this guy. And yet, by making that Jalen Justice move, it feels as if they kind of did it. They kind of said, well, now's the time to win. We better get to business. Nobody was telling them they had to, and now that's the attention, because if this team fumbles the bag again, a team that doesn't have their own first-round pick this season, keep in mind, because of that Jalen Justice trade, you're kind of looking there sitting, man, what next? I don't know what that's going to be. This isn't the best basketball team. We've talked about the Utah Jazz quite a bit for a team that's currently projecting to not make even the play-in, let alone the playoffs. But I can't help but watch this team and just be fascinated with every win and loss because, my goodness, you would think that this team would be a lot better than they are, and they're not. And I don't know why that is, but it's happening. And you just can't look away from the train wreck that is the Utah Jazz. We're back next week.